Student, today we are going to learn how to derive the equation for coefficient of viscosity. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Eta is a symbol, we can take it as a coefficient of viscosity. So it is a symbol, we can take it as a coefficient of viscosity. And A is a radius of the sphere ball. A is the radius of the sphere ball, which one we are going to drop in a water or fluid, okay, which you want to check the coefficient of viscosity. That fluid you are going to drop in particular ball, that radius we are taken as a A. A is going to be the radius of the sphere ball. This is a ball we are going to drop inside the fluid, okay. And density of sphere ball, and it is the density of the water or liquid, which one we are going to find what is the coefficient of viscosity. G is the gravity, V is the velocity of the ball which is moving, okay. This is the equation we are going to derive using of Stokes formula, okay. If you like my channel, please subscribe. See, I have the infinite long parallel tube, okay. Just I dropped one ball inside, okay. It's a sphere ball. I dropped one ball inside, okay. It is full of liquid, some liquid, okay. So the liquid, which one you want to find the coefficient of viscosity, okay. So I mark 2 point. One is this is the A point and it is a B point, okay. When the ball is started from A to B, I know the distance. I know the distance. Easily we can measure what is the distance, okay. And also easily we can calculate what is the time will be taken, okay. See, when the ball is moving down, weight will be acting downwards, okay. And the friction force will be create opposite side, upthrust force will be creating as a upwards, okay. Usually when you are pressing the water bottle, closed water bottle inside the water, it will push up, that is upthrust force, the force which is acting upwards, okay. The weight of the object acting downwards, okay. Weight of the object downwards, upthrust force will be upward, and the friction force is always opposite to the motion direction, okay. So weight is equal to friction force plus upthrust force. It's very simple, okay. When the iron ball is when the ball is dropped inside the water, it's going to move till infinite. I am taken infinite, okay. The weight will be acting downwards and friction force, upthrust force will be acting as the opposite side. This is the side friction and upthrust force, and this side will be weight. I am just making as a equal both the thing, okay. First we will see what is the weight of the object. Weight of the object, mg, mass into gravity, okay. So I know density is equal to mass by volume. So mass is equal to density into volume. This is a density I am taken as a solid sphere, okay. The volume of the solid sphere is going to be 4 by 3 pi r cube into density. Here r we are taken as a A. Here r we are taken as a A. So the mass of the liquid is going to become as a 4 by 3. The mass of the sphere ball is equal to density into volume. Density we are taken as the density of the sphere ball only. Volume is going to be 4 by 3 pi r cube. Here we are taken radius as the A. So it's going to be A cube into rho. You can take it as R also. So finally I got weight. Weight is equal to mass into gravity. Gravity into mass. Mass 4 by 3 pi A cube into density. So we got weight. Which one? This one I am taken as a equation 1 because weight will be downwards, upthrust force and friction will be opposite side. This equation 1, this equation 2 I am taken, okay. Next thing we are going to see what is upthrust force. Upthrust force, if you want to know, you need to know what is Archimedes principle. So when the object is dropped inside the liquid, so the weight is going to be displaced is equal to the loss of the weight, okay. I will repeat again. When we dropped the sphere ball, we dropped inside the water, okay. So the water is going to become as a overflow. The liquid displaced is equal to the loss of the weight inside the water. It is called upthrust for Archimedes principle, okay. I am using upthrust force. It is equivalent opposite to the weight, okay. Upthrust force also I am taken volume of the liquid displaced, displaced or fluid, you can take it, volume of the fluid displaced into it is we know weight is equal to mg, okay. I am taken volume into density. It's going to be the density of the fluid, okay. This like a sigma you can take it, which is going to be the density of the liquid or fluid into gravity. The same thing. Now what is the volume of the liquid displaced? It's this equivalent volume is going to displace is the mass of volume of the sphere, okay, which is going to be 4 by 3 pi r cube. I am taken as r cube as a cube. Here density of the fluid, sigma of fluid into g. It's going to be upthrust force. Upthrust force because of liquid is created. So density I am taken liquid density, okay. So this what will be taken as a upthrust force. This is I am taken as a equation 3. Okay, already we know Stokes formula. If you don't know also here in this equation you need to memorize till class 12. It's not required, only this is a formula we are going to use. Other place we are not going to use what is the Stokes formula. 6 pi times of coefficient of viscosity into radius into velocity. This is the coefficient of the frictional force, okay. It's going to be the equation 4. So it is a Stokes formula which you need to memorize. So again I am going to come here with the beginning, okay. Weight is equal to friction force plus upthrust force. Weight is equal to friction force plus upthrust force. I know weight is equal to mass into gravity, and plus friction force is going to be the Stokes formula. It's 6 pi eta times of AV, which we recently I wrote. It is equation number 4, okay. Plus it's upthrust force. Upthrust also we got volume of the liquid displaced into density of the liquid fluid into gravity. This what we know, okay. Just I am substituting in this place. Instead of weight I am going to substitute as the equation number 2. Instead of friction force I am going to substitute as the equation number 4, and instead of this one I am going to substitute as the equation number 3. So first equation number 2, instead of writing weight you can write like this, equation number 4. It's going to be 4 by 3 pi a cube. It is a sphere density, okay. It's a solid density. I am writing here it's a solid into gravity is equal to 6 pi n a v. V is the terminal velocity. I'll explain what is terminal velocity, okay. And this is the place of upthrust force. Upthrust force already we learned, which is I am given as the equation number 3. Upthrust force solution we are taken as the equation number 3, okay. That I am going to substitute here 4 by 3 pi a cube sigma times of g. It's going to be fluids, okay. From left hand side I am bringing, this is the equation from left to right I am bringing. So we'll get as a solution both having the same except density. It's going to be 4 by 3 pi a cube density of the solid gravity minus 4 by 3 pi density of the fluid or liquid, you can take it a cube. G is equal to 6 pi eta times of AV. We want what is a eta? It's going to be the coefficient of viscosity. We want this one, okay. Here common term I am going to take it as the outside common term. These are the common term I am taken outside except density, remaining everything is a common term. 4 by 3 pi a cube density of the substance minus density of the liquid into gravity is equal to 6 pi eta AV. We want this only, okay. So remaining you can bring as a denominator. So just a cross multiplication. Eta I wrote this side, 4 by 3 pi a cube density of the solid minus density of the liquid into gravity divided by 6 pi AV. Pi get cancelled, a cube get cancelled, this no 2 and 3 will get into V, okay. 3 denominator you can multiple both the value. So coefficient of viscosity finally will get 2 by 6 a square times will be there, density of the solid minus density of the fluid liquid into gravity divided by velocity, okay. So radius using screw gauge we can find, gravity is a 9.8. So density of the solid, whatever the solid, it's a brass or aluminum, whatever you are dropping, you know this, okay. Density of the liquid also you know. Now the only thing, what is the velocity of the sphere ball is moving, okay. So easily we can calculate the velocity also to find the coefficient of viscosity when the ball is dropped. So to place you marked, this is a displacement, just measure what is the time will be taken, displacement by time, which is going to be the critical velocity. If you know that what is the velocity is traveling inside the liquid, that means easily you can calculate what is the coefficient of viscosity, okay. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Thank you for watching my video.